Hi girlies. Okay, I wanted to tackle today why consistency on the weekends is like actually crucial to your progress. And I might be speaking to you specifically, or you might not relate to this at all, but I know a lot of people can. If you are someone who's like done a bunch of diets before and you have like been obviously super strict, like very restrictive Monday through Friday, and then you kind of just let loose on the weekends because you're so depleted and you have all the cravings and you want to live your life, and you're like, gosh, I feel like the diet was like working for a couple weeks, but like it's really not, like I'm not really getting anywhere. Like I must have weight loss resistance because I like just can never lose weight no matter what diet I do. I think I might have an answer for you as to why that is. I made a bunch of notes because I don't want to get off track because I could. You know how I like to talk. So I'm going to have my notes here so I don't get sidetracked. So let's say that you eat really, really great Monday through Friday. And like I said, completely let loose on the weekends. There's a really high probability that you're not actually in a deficit because you're letting loose on the weekends. So I know you've probably like heard that before, but I want to like break it down. So for example, let's say that you're eating 1,600 calories per day, Monday through Friday, and you know that for a fact because you're tracking your food very well. But then on Saturday and Sunday, you always forget to track, and you know it's just kind of inconvenient when you're out at restaurants, and you know, so somehow you're unknowingly eating like 3,000 calories on both Saturday and Sunday. 3,000 calories. That's from going out to eat, you get brunch with the girls, you have 3 mimosas, then you've got Chick-fil-A for lunch with the kids, then date night on Saturday night, you had 2 cocktails. Like the cocktails add up a lot more than you would even like realize. So let's do some math. Your average just went from, you know, a little over 1,600 per day because, you know, I'm factoring in if you did a refeed, which we're going to talk about next. But basically your average went from about 1,600 calories a day to now 2,000 calories a day. Yeah, that is hardly a deficit at all for most people, and it might even be a surplus for some people depending on their activity level. So let's just like think about this. Is it even worth your time to do a super restrictive diet Monday through Friday if you're not gonna like stay consistent on the weekends? Truly, like you're wasting your time, you're wasting all of your efforts, and you're probably like missing out on some fun stuff during the week because you're like, no, I'm so strict, I'm living for the weekend. And the weekend comes and literally all of your efforts go to shit. That is so sad, right? Like, man, I'm wasting all my time spinning my wheels to just literally ruin it by having a big bender on the weekends. So instead, what if you dedicated 1 day a week as a refeed day, and it's where you still track your food to the best of your abilities. So like truly give it your best effort. Don't just like eyeball it or click like a random like hamburger in MyFitnessPal. Like really try to do your best judgment. Obviously don't be a psycho and bring a food scale to the restaurant. Please don't. But like give it your best effort. And you know, you're still tracking your food to the best of your abilities, and then you eat at maintenance calories for that refeed day. So if you didn't figure that out, you could go to the tdecalculator.com, and there you can figure out your total daily energy expenditure. I cannot say that word. And just kind of figure out what your maintenance should be, because it'll have like a little chart below. You can also go back to Precision Nutrition Calculator, and before you click get my results, once you've filled everything out, it's going to say get my results. But before you do that, scroll down and it's going to kind of give you your results, and it'll say your maintenance calories are blank. So on this refeed day, you're tracking to the best of your abilities. You're eating at maintenance calories. So let's say it's 2,100 calories, right? And sorry, I lost my train of thought. And you're going to be essentially, I'm sorry guys, I like totally lost where the heck I was. Oh, and you'll just be in a much better place in terms of overall average calories per day. So if we average out 1,600 calories Monday through, I will say Sunday through Friday, you're eating 1,600 calories a day, which is what we're gonna say 500 calorie deficit from maintenance for you, okay? And then on Saturday, that's your refeed day. And if you now eat 2,100 calories, you will end up averaging about 1,670 calories per day for the week, like including the refeed day. If you average it all out, that is still a great deficit. No one says you have to be in a 500 calorie deficit. I actually promote not being in a 500 calorie deficit. I would prefer a smaller deficit that's more sustainable and keeps your metabolism happy, so that we get sustainable results. So what do you think sounds like the better option here? What makes the most sense? What is going to allow you to still live your life and not feel like so deprived and like craving all the bad things, throughout the week? And like allow you to hit your goals, like this one, the refeed day. And I don't like to call it a cheat day. I also don't like the idea of a cheat meal. So you're telling me out of my 21 to like 30 meals a week, I get one meal that's a cheat? That sounds so terrible. Like, no. I refuse to only have one meal a week that I absolutely love. So to have a whole day where I'm like, I can go a little wild and I can do like this 800 calorie acai bowl, woo! And guess what? I still get to enjoy my date night tonight, and we're gonna have a dessert after because I'm, being intentional and I'm figuring out how I can make it all fit up to maintenance. So yeah, I think you guys should definitely give the refeed day a try. I am also, a big proponent of listening to your body, especially I'm gonna talk about this in a different video, but like I'm on my period this week and I've been very hungry. Like I've been having a very hard time staying in a deficit because I'm so hungry. Like I'll be going to bed and start getting low blood sugar because I'm too hungry. I can't do a deficit. I can't, right? So I'll still stay in a deficit, but it's less of a deficit for those. It was like the day, 2 days before my period, and then the first day of my period was when I felt that way. I'm already feeling much better today. But what I did was I still stayed in a deficit. I think maybe one day I went up to maintenance, but I stayed in a deficit, but I did allow myself to eat a little bit more. I did. And I was like, guess what? I need it. When I'm on my period, I'm actually burning more calories anyway. So it's okay. It's okay. Listen to your body. I want your hormones to be supported more than I want you to lose fat, because you can't lose fat if your hormones aren't optimal. So that's it, guys. Essentially, this is going to keep your cravings at bay and prevent plateaus from happening as often. Plateaus pretty much are like inevitable for the most part, depending how much you have to lose. But this is going to prevent them from happening as often if you're really allowing your metabolism that nice reset. You're giving your body the energy it needs for your metabolism to be like, okay, cool, I am getting enough calories. We're tricking it. Oh, they are feeding me enough food, so I can keep burning fat at a higher rate. Cool. Versus, the longer we stay in a deficit, the longer we're down regulating our metabolism, slowing it down. So this refeed day is actually really important, and I want you to make sure that you definitely take this refeed day. Okay, that's it.